Producers, for those of you that use rapper type beats, let's talk about some strategies to maximize this. Producers, now there's many different things that we do for traffic. I mean, we may blast our link, we may get on Instagram and put up pictures and videos with the audio spectrums that basically show and get attention towards our beat. There's many different ways to get traffic. Obviously, one of the ones that a lot of people use is the type beat. Insert a name. You would say J. Cole type beat, Drake type beat, Lil Wayne type beat, Jay-Z type beat. This is something I utilize for myself, and I had to come to understand it because obviously you have your producers out there who feel a certain way about it. They feel like it's a cheap way to get traffic. They feel like it's, I don't know, they feel like it's amateurish to do that. When in all actuality, to me, it's the same thing as a testimonial. When you get a testimonial, or I should say a testimonial, what is it called? When you get a celebrity to basically endorse a product. And a celebrity says, I use these shoes because they make it so comfortable when I'm out here playing basketball. Like, they have celebrities that do that. To me, it's the equivalent of a representation of your beat. And then two, it serves as a tool for rappers. When rappers are listening to beats, they're thinking of many different styles of how to approach it. Now, when you're just starting as a rapper, this comes super in handy because you may listen to a slow beat and think like, what am I gonna do over this? It's like some R&B type stuff. And then you have a picture of Wiz Khalifa and it's like, I could kind of approach this from a smoker's angle. That's the whole point of using it. Here's the way that I feel like you can maximize it. First of all, how do you choose a rapper for this particular rapper type beat? Well, when I'm listening to a beat, there's a few things I like to go for. First of all, when I'm making a beat, I already have sort of an artist or a couple of artists in mind. That helps to start with a particular, sort of focus to kind of build your beats around. Now, that's how I generally start it. However, say you made a beat, you were in a zone, something I do is I try to think of at least 3 names that are just a little bit similar to what might be the style of that beat. So say I think of a beat and I'm like, this is a J. Cole, Kendrick, and Lupe type beat. So what I would do to kind of zero in on one artist, I would take one of those artists, say I take J. Cole, go on a Google search, and then put J. Cole similar artists. And what happens is you start seeing names that pop up that maybe are not even getting utilized, which is another strategy in itself. Maybe there are names that people are not utilizing. Everybody and their mama on SoundClick. Yes, people's mama got SoundClick players and beats stores on Airbit and on all these other websites. Yes, it happens. But for those who are using it, there are certain names that get overlooked. There's certain, usually independent rapper names that get overlooked because everybody's trying to go for a Drake type beat. Everybody and their mama, that's what I meant to say. Everybody and their mama got a Drake type beat. You know you've seen it, I know you heard it. It sounds like, I don't know, somebody playing drum underwater, you know? Everybody got one of those beats on their page. I got one on my page. Shout out to 40. But there's a strategy in going about that. If you're going to take that tactic and use it as a marketing tool, just use it correctly. Try to be unique in what you're doing. Even when you're using certain imagery or certain images on your YouTube player, try to find an image that is a bit more strategic, something that's a bit different. Maybe I have, for example, where there was a time that I had a video and I believe I used Rick Ross as the image. But I didn't just use any Rick Ross picture. What I ended up using was Rick Ross with a blue mink. Why? Because immediately you're thinking like, a blue mink? Man, this vibe is kind of a blue minkish feel to it. I don't know, whatever goes through your mind, but the whole point of it is I get to attach it to your memory. I get to embed it into your nervous system so that when you see that, you know how to approach it. So to kind of cover back what I talked about, the tactic, the marketing strategy that it is, type beats, it's definitely something that works. It's definitely something to help get your name out there. Obviously, you don't want to rely on that forever, but you do want to use it sort of as a starting point so that you can position yourself into the right demographic, into the right mind frame for rappers who are trying to approach these beats. They already know how to approach them thanks to you picking out a name and being very detailed about that. Once again, it's another Curtspiration. Doodle, I didn't forget. Y'all said I forgot last week. Doodle. Look, subscribe to the channel, get some more of this juice, be a part of the notification gang. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to get to those. You guys are asking some really dope questions. I want to hear some more. When it comes to this topic, rapper type beats, how do you choose it? How do you go about the strategy? You just got to make sure that you are, first of all, keeping somebody in mind when you're making the beat. That way, some of the habits and the things that you'll use will be sort of in line with that artist that you have in mind. If you made the beat, well, just sit there and vibe to it. Ask some friends around you. Who do you hear on? Ask your audience. That's one great thing. It's one great way to promote your beat and get your audience involved. Hey, ask your friends. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.